Hi everyone, I'm Margaret. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute since I have made a video. I was sick all of last week and I'm finally feeling better. You can still hear that I have a little bit of congestion, but that's not gonna stop me tonight from recording a little something because I miss you guys. I miss recording. I miss being able to have my little video journal. And just talking to my biffles. So I was thinking, you know how like a lot of YouTubers, they have like a little nickname for their viewers. I'm thinking you guys should be my biffles. Biffles. Like BFFs. Anyways, so today I started reading this book called Healing the Shame That Binds You. I think that's something like that. And I'm still like not even like halfway through, and I learned so much about shame. I mean, I feel like everybody kind of understands what shame is. It's just a feeling that you're not enough. But I think it's just this book goes way deeper into like what it really does to you, how it's created, and all the symptoms, and how your life is pretty much ran on that program of shame. And it really got me thinking about me as a codependent and having like a shame identity, and how that kind of works out in my life, being a codependent and having shame. And where should I begin? So shame is just this feeling of you're not enough. And when I ask myself the question of exactly what am I shameful about, you can't even really come up with an answer. It's just like a core identity that you've just picked up for like the longest time. You don't really question it. It becomes more of like a broken record or programming that just keeps playing out in your mind and in your reality. And I can't think of what I'm ashamed about or what's so shameful about me that it's, and knowing what I know about shame, it comes from emotional neglect. It comes from having poor mirroring when you were a child. It comes from feeling like you're not lovable because your parents or your caregivers didn't know how to validate your feelings. So you were made to feel everything you feel is just wrong and you're not supposed to feel that way, versus having caregivers who validates you and say it is right to feel that way. I can totally see why you would feel that way. And when you grow up with that kind of shameful concept that like I must be wrong, I feel this way, and yet my parents think it's wrong, you begin to think there's something like really wrong with you, even though there really isn't. And in your romantic relationships, you depend on your partner to validate you. You depend on your partner to mirror to you how great you are, that your parents were unable to do that. So it becomes a very external seeking codependency from your partner to have your needs met that's haven't been met as a child. So shame, it keeps you hidden because you feel like something is so flawed about you, something is so wrong with you, you need to hide it. But you don't even know what you're hiding. You don't know why you're ashamed. You just feel the need to like not be exposed because it's, you have to put on a mask. You have to pretty much be more than human. Like your human imperfect self is not enough. You need to be God almost. Like you need to like be controlling about how people see you. You begin to become very manipulative to hide parts of yourself, and you put on a mask so that people would not see the real you that's flawed and not good enough. And it's a very painful way of living. I don't even exactly know where I'm going with this, but I think I became more aware of my patterns from understanding shame, understanding codependency, understanding the pain of it, of where my pain is coming from. It's been very eye-opening reading this book. And the way to heal from that is to really allow yourself to be exposed and just allow yourself to be human. Allow yourself to feel the way you feel. Validate yourself and be human. Be human. Be imperfect and be okay with it, because the more you won't allow yourself to be human, the more you don't allow yourself to be human and imperfect, the more you don't allow anybody else. You hold everybody at like an impossible standard, and you're setting yourself up for a lot of pain and hurt and disappointment because nobody can live up to your own standards, not even yourself. So the more accepting you can be of how human you are and how you are enough, even though you are flawed, then you're able to give that gift to your partner as well, that he is not perfect and neither am I, and that's okay. And when you begin to mirror to your partner, because chances are you and your partner have the same or similar reciprocal trauma, the more you begin to offer your partner what you want or need, the more he's able to feel accepted by you and love you back. Not because you're trying to get him to love you back, but because he genuinely feels the shift in you of your self-acceptance and your acceptance of him, that you're able to shift the relationship into a more loving, conscious one. And I think when both partners are stuck in shame identities, you're fighting with each other's ego. Like there's no way of making it work unless one of you guys just surrender to your own humanness and accept that you're enough. Because I've really struggled with wondering like if this relationship is just not working out because of like our incompatibilities, or is it because of me and my codependent seed that's not healed yet, that our relationship is like this. So you're not gonna know until you can accept yourself and accept him. And even then, if it doesn't work, you would know that, I was able to get myself to a place of love, true love, but it still didn't work out. So then you can say that the relationship was just never gonna work out, versus it didn't work out because I have my own trauma and I refuse to heal from my own trauma. Yeah, so I woke up this morning with like such a panic in me that I need to be somewhere else. I need to be doing something. I should not be here as I am. Like, where I am is not good enough. Where I am is like so terrible. Like, I could not accept myself for being here. And I really dropped into my body and allowed myself to feel that way without fighting it, and coming into a state of accepting. It doesn't matter if you think you're not good enough here. You are here. So it is good enough. You are here. You are human here. And it's okay to be human right here with all of your insecurities and all of your flaws. And just by coming to that conclusion, I let go of the resistance to the now, to the what is. And I felt a shift in my body where like it's not grinding gears anymore internally. I mean, I feel like sometimes I shift back and forth into like grinding gears, kind of like internally, feeling like this is like wrong, totally wrong about me. Like, I should not be here. This is not right. Like, I should be, all these should be's. And then shifting into, where else would I be if not here? Like, where else can I be? Like, where else do you expect me to be? So just having that dialogue within myself releases the resistance of like where I am, accepting where I am, being okay with where I am, loving myself where I am. And that helped me let go of that shame and replace it with acceptance. And I think one of the biggest shameful aspect that I judge myself so hard about is me not being a married woman by now, and me not having my own income and having a house. So I really debated with myself about it. Like, does it make me less worthy of a woman to not be married? Does it make me less worthy of a person to be raising kids and not having their own income at the moment right now? And like, is it okay to rent and not have a house right now? Like, is that okay? And I came up with, yeah, it is okay. The house is on the way, the marriage is on the way, everything is on the way. If I just stop focusing on how wrong it is that it's not where I am, then it's on the way quicker than me being so resistant about it, having so much resistance to the now. Yeah. These were some of the thoughts I had today that I wanted to share. And after I came to like the realization that I am okay, there's no need to be ashamed of anything. There's no need to hold on to shame. I just felt so much relief in my body, that I just wanted to share this with you guys, and hopefully you can relate. That's all I want to talk about tonight. Shame, codependency, feeling like you're not enough. And ultimately, just coming out of healing is not just like, I need to fix all these beliefs that I have. I need to fix all of these limiting beliefs on my own. It's really one of these days, your healing is gonna need you to come out of your spiritual shell. You're gonna need to come out and expose yourself. You need to let the world know your pain. You need to let the world know. You have to air out your shame. Air it out. You just need to air it out. And there's no other way, because to keep it in the dark is suffering, and suffering alone. So if any of you guys feel like you want to share whatever it is you're shameful about, or even if you don't know, or just anything, it's a safe place. You can comment or find me on Instagram. I would love to connect with you guys and heal together. That is the point of me making these videos in this kind of way, to just be open about myself and holding space for anyone who stumbled upon this video, and that way you can feel less alone. Okay, good night, love you.